Welcome back, everybody. On today's installment of 5-Minute Licks, I want to show you a 6-note sequence that is my go-to fast thing. It's something that I totally ripped off from players like Yngwie Malmsteen and Paul Gilbert. I'm going to show it to you in the key of E minor, and then I'll give you an example at the end where I'm just soloing over the backing track for the Ragdoll song Rust, because that's what I like to solo over. And that will give you an example, I think, in like G harmonic minor or something like that. We'll talk about that in a second. But for now, we're in E. So we're just going to use the notes E, F sharp, and G. I categorize these as low note, middle note, and high note in terms of the sequence. And we would play high, low, middle, high, middle, low. And it would sound like this. They would be the notes in order: G, E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E. So that's it for now, and there is absolutely no substitute for just sitting down with a metronome and grinding this out. I would start with maybe like 3 notes per click at around 60 BPM. And for me, I don't increase by 1 BPM at a time when I practice something with a metronome. I will normally go like, say, 3 or 4 BPM at a time until I kind of get somewhere where it starts to feel uncomfortable. When it's feeling uncomfortable, I will back it off, and that will be my like kind of learn the lick tempo, and then I will go back to that method of increasing the metronome by 3 or 4 BPM. Then with something like that, I would just run it down, in this case, the natural minor scale on 1 string. So like so. Something like that. I just want to get this like, ridiculous burst of speed out of it. You could try this with a few other scales. The harmonic minor would be one that comes to mind. So just substitute, if you're playing E harmonic minor, substitute all your minor sevenths for natural sevenths. Man, I hate saying that word. You'd get something like... Someone like Yngwie will reach up and play, like he might grab, say, the 4th degree of the scale or the 5th on top of that. So... and then kind of he might run it across a couple of different strings. Another scale that I really like this with is the hexatonic scale, so a natural minor scale without degree number 6. In the key of, in E, that would look something like this. Where am I? So I would be playing these notes on the top 2 strings. A demented EJ vibe or something like that. You can do this with a chromatic scale. You can do this with just about anything that has a low note, a high note, and a middle note. And that's basically how I conceptualize this lick. I would learn the scale, then I would practice the sequence, which is high, low, middle, high, middle, low. Saying that out loud is actually harder than playing it at this stage. And just put the groundwork in and grind this out with a metronome, and you'll notice that when I play anything fast, this is what I do, but more importantly, players like Yngwie use it all the time. Someone like Paul Gilbert might use this all the time, and I just find it like a really, I don't know, it feels safe and stable even though I'm playing really, really fast. Of course, strict alternate picking on all of this, even when you're crossing strings. This is what it sounds like. I would say in context, but I'm just going to go silly at the end here and just play this as much as I can in the second half of this little improvised solo. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. If you want to help support the channel, there is a link to my Patreon and some of the music that I make with my band Ragdoll. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy this little solo featuring this lick. And if you want to have a crack at this, tag me on Instagram or upload it to YouTube. I would love to see your take on this sequence. Cheers.